This might be a weird question, but do you ever think about what you're becoming? Like, think about it. In the next 6 months to a year, do you want to be exactly where you are right now? Or do you want to take steps to further the direction of your life so that you're on track to be more where you want to be than where you are right now? I think that our fitness journey is so tied to our personal journey and what we're becoming in the process. And I just love it because of that, what it's made me, and how it can also inspire other women to step up, do hard things, take up space, just feel really empowered and good about yourself. Because this kind of stuff, this confidence you get from your fitness journey will surely infiltrate into every area of your life. I can promise you that. So who am I? My name is Holly. I'm a physical therapist. I'm a personal trainer. And I want to talk to you a little bit about my why for doing this and just invite you to listen to a little bit of my personal journey while also being able to reflect on yours along the way. So let's get started. Start with the beginning. I've always been involved in sports. My parents put me in every sport imaginable, and I ended up sticking with soccer and volleyball. So I loved training, I loved the discipline, I loved my team. But in high school, I just wanted a little bit more. So I discovered my mom's at-home fitness videos and I loved them. So I started just pushing it outside of my sport and then wanted to try out a gym that was nearby. Once I did that, I was so hooked. I was so hooked on fitness, not just the sports side of it. So I wanted to be like the instructors. Right away, I was like, how can I do this? So I started working number one at the gym, and then probably a year later, I got my first certification in fitness as a spinning instructor and started teaching right away that summer between my high school and then going off to college, where I went to the University of Michigan. And of course I studied movement science because I was obsessed, still am, with fitness. So that was like the obvious course of study for me. And I was introduced to physical therapy as well while I was playing soccer. One of our trainers was a physical therapist. So I was like, oh, I can help people feel better with movement. This is it. So I went off to the University of Michigan, taught a little bit of spinning there while I was studying. And also I started with an internship first at a gym that was nearby, where I soon became a trainer and a group exercise instructor. And this, I would say, built my foundation of knowing what to do, of actually not just going to the gym, but how to develop a plan and how to tie in like all the studies I was doing, exercise science, but not just like the didactic work, like how do we apply that in real life? So it helped me refine my skills. But at the same time, many of you might resonate. I'm very type A. So I always felt like still I had to do more in order to get more fit. So even though I was learning these things, I still kind of questioned some things. I was like, yeah, well, I'm still gonna stay at the gym for 2 hours. I'm still gonna do cardio forever while I'm watching Netflix or studying for my test, and then do a bunch of exercises in the gym without resting in between. And I just thought that because I was doing more and working harder than everybody else, that I was gonna get more fit. And this was very frustrating for me because I ended up in the body that I just shrivel away. So I would just end up getting skinnier and blaming my genetics, thinking I'm doing all the work, I guess it's just not for me. But I kept trying anyways because this was the lifestyle that I chose and quite frankly just loved back then and still love. So that was kind of my college. I always knew that I wanted to move south. I'm not a cold weather girly, so I moved to Florida, where I reside now, to study physical therapy, where I got into the University of Miami PT school. And as you may have guessed, I worked as a trainer all throughout my doctoral degree as well. And this is where I finally started to understand, hey, maybe less is more in a program, started to refine my skills, put a lot of the physical therapy that I was learning into my program. So I was actually working out in a safe and an effective way, and also helping my clients at the university do this too. That was just like continually building my foundation, knowing I love fitness. Once I graduated physical therapy school, I started a job at a sport and spine clinic. Honestly, something was missing. I love physical therapy, I do. But my heart loves just bettering people in their fitness journey, which goes a little bit beyond physical therapy. It's that next step. Okay, I feel better. Now let's get back into crushing my fitness goals. And that's where I really thrived. And it only took me a few months before I started, but I at the time called my side hustle fitness business. So I signed up to work with a coach, started signing on a few clients, and then it just spiraled and became this bigger and bigger thing that I knew I wanted to do more than anything, that I wanted to help people with more than anything. So I didn't even last at my physical therapy clinic job for a year. I think it was like 8 months before I went completely on my own and did a little bit of both, right? I was like, I'm not gonna let the physical therapy thing go. Probably did about 50% physical therapy, 50% fitness, online and in person, and got to just continue doing what I loved. So now we're kind of where I more currently am. I, for a while, did become like a hardcore yogi. I just have to mention that because it's a part of my whole journey. I needed that so badly when I started my entrepreneurial journey. It's quite lonely and quite hard. You learn a lot about yourself, and I just needed yoga to help me regulate my nervous system. So it did that. It helped me control my breath, control my mind, a lot of mindset work, it's part of the fitness journey in itself. But it wasn't until after my wedding last May that I really got the itch that, okay, I love yoga, but my heart is in the gym. Like, this is where I thrive. This is where I really believe I can help people the best. So I truly believe that my inner soul is a gym girly. I love being at the gym. I think it's so fun. I feel so much more myself. Probably the endorphins and just being around the energy of people who like to be at the gym. It's people who are also there to better themselves. You know, I love how powerful it makes me feel, how energized it makes me feel. Mostly, I just love that it's an entire lifestyle. It's healthy and it's going to set me up for success, for optimal aging and longevity. I mean, that is a huge plus. It's a huge plus that I feel better, I look a lot better, and you just continue to get hotter along the way, so what's not to like? But anyways, jokes aside, this is where I thrive, and I will share this information with any woman who's on this journey and wants to hear it and wants guidance in this space. Like, I just want to share lifting weight, gym lifestyle, and how you can actually reach your goals. Along this gym journey, I realized so much about also what I wasn't doing in the nutrition space, how I wasn't eating enough, my protein was off, and I was just still needing to learn a little bit more about how to reach the gains that I wanted and to be able to help people to do the same, so that I no longer had to blame genetics. And now I can proudly say that the lifting and the nutrition and the guidance that I can give you is just so on point. The work works, the science is there. I know that it's not a linear path, it's a journey, and everybody's journey is different. So as I'm talking about my journey, I know yours is going to be completely different. So just think back to like some of your battles along the way in your fitness journey, some changes you've made. Why is it that now you want to lift weights, you want to live this gym lifestyle, and just be proud of yourself for everything along the way, and that you're here now and you can only continue to grow and better yourself, so that way in 6 months to a year you can go, I decided to be here today. I planned for this, I directed my life, I went through the journey, the highs and the lows of the fitness journey, so that I could continue to better myself inside and out. I'm so proud to say that genetics cannot hold any of us back wherever you are, and I'm so pumped to have the opportunity to speak to you. And I hope even if we don't work together, that this just inspired you and motivated you along your own fitness journey. And you can see how it's not only about physique, which is awesome, but it's about setting yourself up for the success and the life that you want to live. Like, you have that power and that choice. And I just think investing in yourself for the direction you want to go is so empowering. There's so much energy in that. There is so much empowerment in making these decisions for yourself. So if you're interested in all about working together, then I encourage you to fill out an application in the link below, and we'll just hop on the phone, get to know each other a little bit more, and see if we're a good fit to help you in your journey. Let's grow together, my friend.